GCSE English language is a core subject studied by all pupils going into Year 11 at the Abbey Grammar School. 60% of the course for English language is based on 2 written exams that were 30% each. You also will have to study 2 controlled assessments which are completed in Year 11. These assessments are worth 20% of your final mark. The final 20% of your mark is awarded to speaking and listening tasks, and those tasks are done over the 2 years, and the 3 best tasks are selected for your final mark. Here you can see a more detailed breakdown of the course content. English language, there are 2 exams, Unit 1 and Unit 4. Each are an hour and a half in length. Both are split up into 2 sections. Section A for writing in Unit 1 is to do with writing for purpose and audience. So you could be asked, for example, to write a speech to your classmates about the legal age of driving should be raised to the age of 25. It usually is some sort of topic which is relevant to young people today. For Section A of Paper 4, Unit 4, the writing is more to do with personal writing. So you could be asked to write about something, for example, a talk to your class or an article for the school magazine about your favourite location to visit. It could be about someone you admire, or you may as well get an option to choose a piece of creative writing, to create a piece of creative writing based on an image or a photograph. Section B for Unit 1 and Section B for Unit 4 both deal with reading, and largely what they do is they focus on comprehension questions and the study of techniques that are used to create meaning in written texts and also visual texts. Control assessment for GCSE English language. Unit 2 is speaking and listening. You will have 3 tasks that you will perform over the 2-year cycle. You will give an individual presentation to your class. You will be involved in group work and group interaction, and you'll also be asked to perform a role play. The individual presentation may be on a topic of your choosing, negotiated with the teacher. Group interaction may be to do with some themes or issues in relation to class texts you're studying, or some topical issues which are going on in society at present. And the role play will be where you're asked to take on a persona. It's not a dramatic role, and you don't have to do an accent, but you're asked to imagine and empathise with a role of a character. So you may be, for example, when you're doing conflict poetry, be asked to imagine you're a young soldier going to war. You could be a general in the war. You could be the mother of a young soldier going to war. You could be a priest. You could be the owner of a munitions factory who's making a lot of money out of the war, etc. And you give your standpoint and your view based on conversations you have with other characters. Unit 3 for your English language is the study of spoken and written language, and it's worth 20%. There are 2 tasks. You'll be asked to compare and contrast 2 pieces of spoken language. Sometimes they're scripts, sometimes they are the transcripts of interviews. You'll also be asked to do the study of written language, and usually that will involve taking a look at your literature text and composing a question from it, so as to try and maximise the chances of you scoring a high mark. Again, the benefits of studying English language are they develop your literacy and communication skills, they give you confidence, it will develop your vocabulary and the quality of your oral expression. Again, those are skills that are so valued in the workplace today. It will provide a quality of written expression which you can transfer into other GCSE subjects in your essay work and control assessments. It develops your creative and analytical thinking, and will encourage teamwork for group work when you're doing speaking and listening tasks. There are a range of jobs and pathways which are open to you when you study English language. Some of them in the legal profession, solicitor and barrister, some of them in media and advertising, some of them within drama, acting and script writing, some of them within politics, press officers and public relations officers and information officers, some of them within teaching and education, some within journalism, editing, copywriting and web design. Again, there's quite a prolific amount of jobs that are open to you when you study this subject.